Dear students, welcome to the online classes of chemistry. So, today we will discuss about the Bohr model for hydrogen atom. So, Bohr model for hydrogen atom. So, look here students. Bohr model, that is Bohr's model for hydrogen atom. Look here, what is Bohr's model for hydrogen atom? Here in 1913, Niels Bohr, a scientist, so he is the first to explain the structure of hydrogen and its spectrum. He used the Planck's concept of quantization of energy. So, Niels Bohr ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸೈಂಟಿಸ್ಟ್ 1913 ಒಳಗೆ ಏನದಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟೇಟಿವ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಮತ್ತು ಅದರ ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ರಮನ್ನು ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಏನದಲ್ಲ ಕ್ವಾಂಟೈಸೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿಯ ಥಿಯರಿಯನ್ನು ಉಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಇದನ್ನು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ. ಸೊ ದೆನ್ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದವ ಹಂಗಾರೆ, ಸೊ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬೋರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್, ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಬೋರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಪಾಸ್ಟುಲೇಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ದೆನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಪಾಸ್ಟುಲೇಟ್ಸ್? Number 1, the electrons in the hydrogen atom moving around the nucleus in a definite circular path called orbits or stationary states or energy shells or energy levels. Look here students, number 1, he explained that. So, it is a hydrogen atom, neutron, proton, it is a electron. So, he explained that the electrons are revolving around the nucleus in a definite circular path. In a definite circular path. Look here, note really. The electrons are revolving around the nucleus in a definite circular path. One definite circular path ಒಳಗೆ ತಿರುಗ್ತದೆ. And this definite circular path is called as a stationary state. Stationary state, or it is also called as orbits, or it is also called as shells, or it is also called as energy levels. Stationary state ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಇದ್ದಂಗೆ, ಅಂದರೆ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಆಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಲುಕ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ನಂಬರ್ ಒನ್, ದ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಮೂವಿಂಗ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್ ದ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ಡೆಫಿನೇಟ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪಾತ್ which is having a fixed, that is a ratio, fixed radius ಇರ್ತದೆ, and energy, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಇವಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟೇಷನರಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಆರ್ ಆರ್ಬಿಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಶೆಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಲಿಸನ್ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲಿ, ದ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಮೂವ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್ ದ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ಡೆಫಿನೇಟ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪಾತ್ of fixed radius, fixed energy. So, these circular paths are called as stationary states or orbits or shells or energy levels. It is the number 1, means it is K shell, it is L shell, it is M shell. Number 2, the energy of an electron in the orbit does not change. The energy of an electron in the orbit does not change with time. So, it is here, this means the energy of the electron in the orbit does not change with time. This means the electron which is revolving around the nucleus, as long as in the same orbit, it does not gain or it does not lose energy. Is it clear? As long as the electron moving in the same orbit, it does not gain or it does not lose energy. ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಇದು ಒಂದೇ ಕಕ್ಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ತಿರುಗುತ್ತದೆ, ಇದು ಒಂದೇ ಕಕ್ಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ತಿರುಗುವ ಮುಂದೆ ಇದು ಎನರ್ಜಿಯನ್ನು ಕಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಎನರ್ಜಿಯನ್ನು ಪಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟೇಷನರಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಎ ಸ್ಟೇಷನರಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್. ಈಸ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು? ಇನ್ನು ಮೂರನೇದು, look here, third one, very important one. When an electron, look here, when the electron moves from lower energy level to the higher energy level, ಲೋವರ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಲೆವೆಲ್ದಿಂದ ಹೈಯರ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಲೆವೆಲ್ಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆತಂತೇಳಿರಿ ಅಥವಾ ಜಂಪ್ ಆತಂತೇಳಿರಿ. ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ಎನ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಮೂವ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಲೋವರ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಟು ದ ಹೈಯರ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಲೆವೆಲ್, or it moves from this lower energy level to higher energy level, a certain amount of energy is absorbed, a certain quantity or amount of energy is absorbed. Look here students, so when it jumps from lower energy to the higher energy state, or lower stationary state to higher stationary state, or lower orbit to higher orbit, or lower shell to higher shell, so it absorbs energy. ಇದು ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಅಬ್ಸಾರ್ಬ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಈ ಶೆಲ್ದಿಂದ ಮ್ಯಾಲಿನ ಶೆಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಜಿಗಿತದೆ, ಜಂಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ, ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್, ಇಫ್ ದ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಮೂವ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಾಮ್ ಹೈಯರ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಟು ಲೋವರ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಲೆವೆಲ್, ಹೈಯರ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಲೆವೆಲ್ದಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಏನದಲ್ಲ ಹೈಯರ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಲೆವೆಲ್ದಿಂದ ಲೋವರ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಲೆವೆಲ್ಗೆ ಬಂತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ದ ಎಕ್ಸಸ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಈಸ್ ಎಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೋಟಾನ್. ಇದೇನದಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ರ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಏನದಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿರ್ತದೆ. ಇದು ಹೈಯರ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿದಿಂದ ಲೋವರ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿಗೆ ಬಂತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಟ್ಟ ಬರಬೇಕಾತಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಎನರ್ಜಿಯನ್ನು ಎಮಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಈಸ್ ಎಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೋಟಾನ್. ತಿಳಿತು, ಈ ನಕ್ಷತ್ರಗಳು ಮ್ಯಾಲಿಂದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಬೀಳ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಎನರ್ಜಿಯನ್ನು ಲೈಟ್ ಎಮಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಹಂಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲೇನದಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಮ್ಯಾಲಿಂದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಬಂತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲೈಟ್ ಎಮಿಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಮಿಟೆಡ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಎಮಿಟ್ಸ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೋಟಾನ್. ಈಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್? ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ದೀಸ್ ಟು, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಜಂಪ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಲೋವರ್ ಟು ಹೈಯರ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ and it jumps from higher to lower state. The energy difference is given by the equation delta E. The energy equation is given by the equation delta E. Delta E is equal to, that is E2 minus E1. E2 is called as, E2 means that is higher energy level, higher energy state or higher stationary state. Orbit or shell. And E1 is equal to lower stationary state or orbit. Look here. And then this equation we know that is delta E is equal to H into nu. And therefore we know that delta E is equal to, so it is here H, we know that Planck's constant, and I will write here that is nu is equal to delta E upon this H, and therefore nu is equal to E2 minus E1 divided by H. You may also write like this. The frequency of radiation is given as change in difference in the energy of orbits divided by Planck's constant. So this may also you may write here. Then after this here last one, the angular momentum of an electron is quantized. The angular momentum of an electron, angular momentum ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್, ಈ angular momentum ಏನದಲ್ಲ ಕ್ವಾಂಟೈಸರ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಪ್ರಮಾಣೀಕರಿಸಲಾಗಿರ್ತದೆ. Quantized in a given state, it can be expressed as mvr is equal to n into h upon 2 pi, where me is equal to mass of electron, v is equal to velocity, r is equal to radius, and n is equal to 1, 2, 3 etc. That is this n is equal to 1, 2, 3, and h is equal to Planck's constant. And here it is the last one. So what is the last one? The angular momentum of an electron is quantized. Angular momentum ಏನದಲ್ಲ ಕ್ವಾಂಟೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತದೆ, ಪ್ರಮಾಣೀಕರಿಸಲಾಗಿರ್ತದೆ. In a given stationary state, it can be represented or it can be expressed as mvr is equal to n into h upon 2 pi. n is equal to 1, 2, 3. ಅಥವಾ ಇದನ್ನು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಸೊ an electron can move only in those orbits. The electron can move only in those orbits for which its angular momentum is mvr is equal to n into h upon 2 pi. ಇದನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ? So it is only those electrons. The electron can move only those orbits The electron can move only in those orbits in which the angular momentum of an electron, the angular momentum of an electron or the angular momentum is an integral multiple of mvr is equal to n into h upon 2 pi. So, integral multiple ಅಥವಾ h upon 2 pi ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಬರೆದು ನಡೀತದೆ. h upon 2 pi. This means that is this angular momentum is quantized. So, this is about Bohr's. It is for 4 marks. 4 marks question. Explain Bohr's model for hydrogen atom. Explain Bohr's model for hydrogen atom. Students, let us see that is one by one here. Look here, number one by one. It is electron, neutron and proton. So, here remember look here, Niels Bohr was the first to explain Niels Bohr was the first to explain quantitatively the structure of hydrogen and its spectrum. He used Planck's concept of quantization of energy. Look here students, Niels Bohr was the first to explain quantitatively the structure of hydrogen and its spectrum, and he used Planck's concept of quantization of energy. Planck's concept of quantization of energy, and he explained some postulates. The Bohr's model of an hydrogen atom has some postulate. Let us see that is what are the postulates. Look here. Bohr's model for hydrogen atom is based on the following postulates. Look here student, the question is that explain the postulates of Bohr's model for hydrogen atom, 4 marks question, or explain Bohr's model for hydrogen atom, what are the postulates. So, it is a 4 marks question, it is a compulsory question. So, number 1, the electrons in the hydrogen atom moving around the, look here, the electron in the hydrogen atom moving around the nucleus. Moving around the nucleus, this electron moving around the nucleus in a definite circular path, moving around the nucleus in a definite circular path. Definite circular path of fixed radius, and energy, of fixed radius and energy. And these paths are called as stationary states or shells or orbits or energy levels. So it is shells means K shell, L shell, M shell, N shell, like this. Then look here, the electrons are revolving around the nucleus in a definite circular path, and these paths are called as it is K shell, L shell, M shell, N is equal to 1, N is equal to 2, N is equal to 3. And here it is a definite circular path. So these are called as stationary states. Or orbits or shells. Then what is second one? Second one here, the energy of an electron in the orbit. The energy of the electron in the orbit remains same. The energy of an electron in the orbit does not change. In the orbit, it does not change. It remains constant, does not change. Does not change with time. Look here, means what is it? What is the meaning of this? So remember, as long as an electron revolving or moving in this orbit, in the same orbit, it does not gain or it does not lose energy. ಇದು ಎನರ್ಜಿ ತಕ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಮತ್ತು ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ ಮಾಡೋಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟೇಷನರಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದೇ ಆರ್ಬಿಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ತಿರುಗ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ. ಒಂದೇ ಆರ್ಬಿಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ತಿರುಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇದು ಎನರ್ಜಿಯನ್ನು ಕಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಎನರ್ಜಿಯನ್ನು ಪಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವಾಗಿದು ತನ್ನ ಆರ್ಬಿಟನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮ್ಯಾಲಿನ ಆರ್ಬಿಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ತೊಗೋಬೇಕದು. ಎನರ್ಜಿ ತೊಗೋದಾಗ ಅದು ಮೇಲೆ ಏನದಲ್ಲ ಜಿಗಿತದೆ. ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಏನದಲ್ಲ ಕೆಳಗಿನ ಆರ್ಬಿಟಿಗೆ ಜಿಗಿತದೆ. ಸೊ ಹಂಗಾರೆ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಕಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ತೊಗೊಳಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅಂದಮೇಲೆ ಇಟ್ ರೊಟೇಟ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೂವ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಆರ್ಬಿಟ್. ಆಸ್ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಆಸ್ ಆನ್ electron revolve in the same orbit, same orbit ಒಳಗೆ ರಿವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹತ್ತಿತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಆರ್ಬಿಟ್ ಆರ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಶೆಲ್, it does not gain or lose energy. It does not gain or lose energy. It is the second one. Look here, student. The energy of the electron in the orbit does not change with time. As long as the electron revolves in the same orbit, it does not gain or lose energy. The energy of the electron remains same or remains constant. It is the second one. And the third one is important one. When the electron, look here, when the electron moves from lower energy state, or that is from its energy state to higher energy state, then it absorbs a certain amount of energy. Then only it jumps to the higher energy level. Otherwise, it never jumps. Look here. It is about a second. So the energy of the electron in the orbit does not change with time. As long as the electron revolves in the same orbit, it does not gain or lose energy. The energy of the electron remains same. So you write only this one in the bracket, that is for your convenience I written here. Don't write both. Then third one. Then third one, look here. Here, remember students, when the electron moves or when the electron will move, or jump from lower energy, lower stationary state means that is lower orbits to the higher stationary states. So it absorbs certain amount of energy. ಇದು ಲೋವರ್ದಿಂದ ಹೈಯರಿಗೆ ಜಂಪ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನದಲ್ಲ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಅಬ್ಸಾರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ವೆನ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಮೂವ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಲೋವರ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನರಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಟು ದ ಹೈಯರ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನರಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್, ಸೊ ದ ಹಿಯರ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಅಬ್ಸಾರ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ದ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್. ಅದು ಅಬ್ಸಾರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಇಸ್ ಅಬ್ಸಾರ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ದ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್. So when the electron will move from lower stationary state to the higher stationary state, it absorbs energy. It absorbs energy. When it absorbs energy, so that is it jumps to the higher energy level. Absorbs energy. So it jumps to the higher energy level. Look here students, it jumps to the higher energy level. If it absorbs energy, then it jumps to the higher energy level. And here, if it jumps to the lower energy state, if it jumps to the lower energy state, when the electron will move or jump to the lower stationary state. When an electron will move from higher state to the lower state, move from higher state to the lower state, higher stationary state to the lower stationary state, or that is orbit, or you may write that is shells, will move, that is higher state to the lower stationary state, then the energy is emitted in the form of photon. Energy and ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. So it is when it jumps, that is from, look here, so higher energy state to the lower energy state, so the energy is emitted in the form of photon. The energy is emitted in the form of photon. Emitted in the form of a photon. Look here students, when the electron will move or jump from higher stationary state to the lower stationary state, higher stationary state to the lower stationary state, the energy is emitted in the form of photon. It gives out energy. ಮ್ಯಾಲಿನಿಂದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಬಿಡಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಎನರ್ಜಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಕೋತ ಬರೋದು, ಕೆಳಗಿನಿಂದ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಅಬ್ಸಾರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತದೆ. So here the energy difference is given. The energy difference or difference in the energy difference of these two orbitals, the energy difference of these two orbit is given by the equation, the energy difference between these two orbits is given by the equation delta E is equal to E2 minus E1. So remember, delta E is equal to E2 minus E1. So therefore delta E is equal to, we know that H nu, delta H, that is delta E is equal to H nu, where therefore here I will write nu is equal to delta E upon H, or it is also written as nu is equal to E2 minus E1 divided by H. So nu is called as a frequency. Look here, E1 is equal to lower stationary state, E2 is equal to higher stationary state, or initial or final. You may write initial state, final state. You may write initial state or final state. Then nu is equal to frequency. Frequency of radiation. You are very familiar with this. That is a frequency of radiation. So look here students, it is about the difference here. It is given like this. It is the fourth one. So then last one. It is also called as Bohr's frequency rule. It is also called as a Bohr's frequency rule. Look here. So it is, now let us see that is the last one. Let us see last one. I think that is you got it here. The electron jumps from higher to lower, that is lower to higher, energy is absorbed, higher to lower, energy is emitted in the form of a photon. Then look here students. Fifth one. Here the angular momentum of an electron is quantized. Quantized. ಪ್ರಮಾಣಕರಿಸಲಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. ಕ್ವಾಂಟೈಸರ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ಗಿವನ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನರಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಇದು ಯಾವ ಸ್ಟೇಷನರಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಇನ್ ಎ ಗಿವನ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನರಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ MVR is equal to MVR is equal to N into H upon 2 pi. Remember students, where N is equal to 1, 2, 3, etc. Means that is N is equal to 1 K shell, N is equal to 2 L shell, N is equal to 3 M shell. And Me is the mass of electron, V is the velocity, and R is the radius. V is the velocity and R is the radius of the orbit. R is the radius of the orbit, radius of the orbit. So in which the electron revolves. So the fifth one may also be written like this. An electron can move only in those orbits. The electron can move only in those orbits. So where its angular momentum is. The angular momentum is an integral multiple of h upon 2 pi. ಇದನ್ನು ಬರಿಬೋದು ನಾವು. ಏನು ಬರಿಬೋದು? An electron can move in those orbits only. ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಏನದಲ್ಲ ಎಂಥ ಆರ್ಬಿಟಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮೂವ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು? ಆ್ಯಂಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಮೂಮೆಂಟಮ್ ಏನದಲ್ಲ h upon 2 pi ಇರಬೇಕು ಅದ್ರದ್ದು. ದ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಮೂವ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ದೋಸ್ ಆರ್ಬಿಟ್ಸ್. ಇದ್ರ ಬದಲಿ ನೀವು ಬರಿಬೋದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಮೂವ್ ಇನ್ ದೋಸ್ ಆರ್ಬಿಟ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಹೂಸ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಮೂಮೆಂಟಮ್ ಈಸ್ h upon 2 pi. ಇದನ್ನು ಬರಿಬೋದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಬೋರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಆಟಮ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಾರ್ 4 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್. ಇದು 4 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಇದು ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ಮಾಡಿರಿ. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ, ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಹಾಕಿನಿ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಸಮ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.